this is a pretty special video. But in today's video, I will be discussing my album, How to Feel Vulnerable. So let's get into it. Gosh, I've worked on this album since June. I actually set the release to be probably a little too early because I had like this. I mean, it took me a while to make the album, but I made it pretty fast. I feel like I actually think it's better for a smaller artist like me to have a shorter awaited like time span for like singles and albums, because people have a smaller attention span. So as a small artist, to have an album like have a shorter wait and then once it's out just promote it like crazy, I feel like it's better that way. But this is okay. I see those Every Project is my favorite one so far. It has like my favorite songs ever. I started the album June 12th, 2022 this summer, and I'll put a picture or a video on the screen. When I came with the album just kind of on the spot when I was working with Hux. We were sitting at our table and we were like writing like ideas down, like inspiration, and I was like drawing things, and like I was using like this time to like really brainstorm. And that's what we both did, and I just wrote it down and wrote How to Feel Vulnerable. And it's just stuck with me since. And I also did a photo shoot maybe that same night. I think yeah, it was the same night. And I took a picture and it was the first inspiration to How to Feel Vulnerable. I'll probably put it on the screen. I edited it sometime after that, the next few days, and yeah, that's where I started. I didn't really start it until July when I made the song Halfway, which ended up being the first single and is what inspired the album. I did have some songs before that. I wrote a lot of songs down. I had worked on songs before that, but that was the song that really made the album, I feel like. Once I make the first single, like with my last album, Heart to Heart, I had Captured a Moment. I loved the song so much that I made an album surrounding it. It had a whole vision, and that's the same thing that I did with this album. I made a song that I'm kind of crafting an album around it. So Halfway is like the cover song for the album. Technically it's not, because there's the title track, which is like covers everything. The first song I actually worked on was Tell Me, which dates back to, who knows, I'll put it on the screen. I don't even know it. I just know I've had it for a long time, and it was actually unreleased for me and Hux's album or EP. I don't really remember. But we had worked on a song and we unreleased it. But I ended up picking the song up and putting it on the album because it fit just so well, and now it's on the album. So the thing that made the cover of the album, the whole theme of like the cream colors and like the grays and reds and like blacks, the thing that made that was a photo shoot I did where I don't even know, I wasn't really thinking. Sometimes that's where my videos come out. That's where my like photos, my best photos come out. I'm just sitting there, and then sometimes I'm just taking photos, but then it turns into a whole music video. Or sometimes I'm just like, I'm gonna take a photo, I want it to look good, so I'm like set everything up, and then I get a photo that I just love so much. And that's what happened with the album cover. And I don't even know where the red came from. I'm really not sure. I just kind of made it red. I'm gonna try to go back and see where the red came from, because it had to come from somewhere. So I honestly don't know where the red came from. I think it just came from my head, knowing that it looked good. I actually wasn't gonna use this cover for the album. It was just gonna be a photo, but I liked it too much. I just made the cover of the album. But there was original photos where they're actually on my Instagram. I don't know if they're still there for you. Probably they probably are. I did originally have this like edited version of it being like green and like cream, which wasn't the cover of the album. It was just a photo. And then later on I ended up using the cream version of the photo and ended up putting red around it and put the text as red on the album cover. So yeah, and then I made the Halfway Layer video and the Halfway music video, and I used more colors. Like each single kind of has their own color, but the album was originally, so the date is still September 30th, which is actually my parents' anniversary. Okay, so this is crazy to say. The first single came out on my cousin's birthday. The second single just came out on a random day. The third single came out on my dog's birthday, and the album came out on my parents' anniversary. So that's the album. So it's all in such a squeezed amount of time that this is all happening. It's crazy. So if you want any more information, if this video does well enough, I might make like a part 2, like talking about each single, maybe each song, but if you want to know about like each song in the album, go ahead and go over to my music Instagram and look at the information. There's a little poster with information. You can check it out. And if you have not yet, make sure to check out my album, How to Feel Vulnerable, because it's already out when you're watching this. And yeah, I gotta go. I have a braces appointment, and I'll see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you loved the album.
You see me as the perfect boy, but you don't see